Well, I'm at Rosehill Auctions right now. I'm gonna check it out. This month has been busy for me. I was helping friends move. My dad and I, we were helping our friends move, and they had to be out of their place by September 15th, and we are harvesting at the same time. As a result, there are two auctions I really wanted to go to. One was an all John Deere auction of 2 cylinders, and it was a live auction. I really wanted to do that because I've never done a live auction on my channel. And another one was red power. You can't go wrong with either. But what the heck do you do between harvest and helping my friends move? Let's check out this auction. There is some red power. There's some good red power here from what I can see. And other things. It's not quite as big as Rosehill normally is, but it's a good sized auction, so let's check it out. Case tractor. It's got a front wheel system loader. $13.94, so this is long after the acquisition of David Brown. Tires are serviceable, but they're cracked a lot, whereas the fronts are nice, but the rears are serviceable yet. It's got 3-point and 2 remotes on it. Like, the paint's getting bad on it, but certainly not beat up or anything. Like I always say, don't let paint fool you. There's some good tractors that look bad by paint, but there's also some bad tractors that are painted up and the coat of paint covers a multitude of sins. I think this is a pretty decent tractor, to tell you the truth. Like, for a loader tractor, yeah, the decals are bad. There's this break in the fiberglass, but other than that, this tractor's nice and straight. It's a decent tractor, actually, I think. Here's a Case 2470. Front's a cast iron front and it's straight. Like, the tractor's straight enough, but the paint's bad. Battery's unhooked, which I don't care for that much. Must be something draining it or something. Tires are tired. Those are Baldies, and they're cracked. You will need rubber. Like, this is the wonder it's even holding up the tractor. But it is what it is. Like, you'd have to buy tires with this tractor. As soon as you buy this tractor, it needs tires right away. That's a factor when you buy it. It does have a PTO. It's got a drawbar on it and 2 remotes. It's certainly not a bad old tractor. I guess tire's better. Like, it's serviceable at least, but it's only 1 out of 4 that is. Like, this tire's shot. It's not only is a Baldy, but it's smiling right at you. Has been sitting for a while and barely used. Yeah, I believe that. Like, it looks like they kept the filters up, the oil up good in it. Yeah, they have. I think it's well maintained that way, but it will need rubber. And the batteries being unhooked is a concern. But still, it looks like it says it's been sitting for a while, barely used. Rear diff has been done in 2009. Injector's head gasket done in 2009. Clutch was done in 2006. So yeah, it's been a few years since stuff has been done to it, but it hasn't done much anything since the stuff is done to it. I think it's actually a pretty decent tractor if you want to know the truth. It does need rubber, and you'd have to pay accordingly for it, that's all. Here's a Case IH 2294. Well, it's actually a Case 2294, just this is after the merger. But it's nice. It's definitely nice and straight, and front isn't broke. Like, I look at the front on the Case because they're fiberglass and usually they break easily, so this hasn't been. This looks like it's very well kept, actually. Nice and straight. I don't know what's going on with the duct tape there. The rest of the interior looks nice. I don't know why they got that taped up there. Tires are definitely serviceable, although I don't like the fact that the axles have been whacked off. You can tell that that's not factory. This is very bare bones. It's got just 2 remotes and a drawbar, very heavy duty drawbar, but that's what it's got. It's a nice enough tractor. It certainly looks good. Rubber's good. They got rings for pin-on duals. Looks like the oil's recently been changed in it. And I'm right. Looks really well taken care of, actually. Like I do say not to let the paint fool you. And it has been repainted, there's no question about that, but you can tell it's also nice and straight and stuff, and it's cleaned up very well. I think this is a decent tractor. Here's a John Deere 6400, this is the late 90s, I think. Looks nice, looks well kept. It's a front wheel assist. Doesn't look like it's ever had a loader on it. Oh, this is Saskatchewan 306, is the Saskatchewan area code, North Battleford, Green Star Equipment, so that's who sold it new, I presume. So it came a ways from it's a ways from where it was originally sold. 6400, been a really good tractor, primarily ran grain auger, replaces a bigger one. Well, it's a nice tractor. Interior does need a little bit of, it has been used, but interior is, it can use a cab kit and a seat, but or not a seat so much as just to recover this one, but the interior is still pretty decent. It's locked. 18434 rears, they look okay, like the rubber's all serviceable on it. These, of course, have reversible PTOs, I think, or this 540 only, I don't know on these. It's got a 3.8-inch drawbar and 3 sets of remotes on it. It's a nice enough old tractor, it really is. Well, it's not old to me, but 94 is old. It's 31 years old after all. Here's a 986, finally get some rev power. It's got good front steering tires on it. Hood's rough on it though. The hood is rough on it. The rest of the tractor looks alright, but the hood's alright. Doors are good. The doors haven't been rusted out. Shifting hasn't been bastardized. The cab kept perfect though, but it's certainly serviceable. It's got the original format by the look of it and all that good stuff. Shows 7,700 hours. Shifting hasn't been bastardized. This is a little bit, this here is not the best. Key switch is buggered up a bit. Yeah, I don't know why the hood's so rough, and that you can see the hood's a little rough. The cab kit is, I could use the cab kit, but the interior stuff is all there and stuff. I got a key in my pocket. It's not starting well. It's not starting without ether, so I'll leave it. These usually start better than that. A day like today, it should fire right up, unless there's something else with it. Seat has got a cool camo recovering on it. The inside tires look really good. I think these are only 34s, though they are 18.438s, and it's dualed up. The outer tires aren't as good, but they're plenty adequate for duals, and the inner ones are real nice. The drawbar's really nice shape. It's got triple remotes on it, and it's got adapters from IH to Pioneer, and then The third one does not. This tire is smiling a bit more than I care for, even though it's like new otherwise. So you wonder what's up with that. Why, the cracks there, the dual's good. Like I say, the tires are definitely decent, but just the cracks concern me a bit. This is, I don't care for the rough tin. Steering's good. There's a little bit out of here. Other than that, the grill and front end's perfect. A little concerned why it didn't just fire right up. It shouldn't have taken that much to start. I don't give them ether. Oil's nice and clean in it. I'm sure it'd be a runner, but I don't like giving them ether. The engine's ether's not usually necessary, especially on a warm day. But still a nice old tractor nonetheless. Here's a John Deere tractor, 4-cylinder, either a 30, 10, or 20. Somebody made a homemade blade for it. It's probably the side of a rail car they used to make the blade. Got so it angles and everything. The paint's bad on it, of course, but it's not a rough tractor, just a little bit here, and the rest of the tractor's nice and straight. It's got a cab on it which protects the seat. It's a 3010, 1962 3010, new clutch, new radiator, new thermostat, new gauge, all within the last 3 years. Hour meter shows 3,327 hours. Okay. New steering tires too, I noticed. It's in good shape there. Again, like I say, don't let paint or lack of it fool you. Look at the condition of the tractor. 18 430s, real. They're older tires, like it's got the old size at the 1530s, but they're in good shape. Like this, there's nothing wrong with the rubber on the back at all. The fenders are nice and straight. It's got 2 remotes on it, and of course the drawbar. The fender's only cracked, but it's not beat up. It's just a stress crack out of rust crack. This tire's real good. Like, the rubber's good. This tractor's been well kept up, I'm sure of it. There's a little bit of a ding right here, but other than that, it's a nice tractor. Here's an Allis-Chalmers 7040. This is bulged out a bit. I don't think it's really beat up. Like, these are stress cracks, they're not beat cracks. Grill is nice and straight. At least Ellis uses tin instead of fiberglass like Case does. Of course, it's got air conditioned cab. 1976. Allis-Chalmers 7040. Lots of recent work done. Runs and drives, no oil leaks, never had a loader on. Block heater works, AC compressor seized, some chatter in the steering, runs strong and lots of power. New batteries, fuel filters, hydraulic filters and oil, engine oil and filters, front main seal, timing cover gasket, valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket, 5,701 hours showing. So this tractor is basically field ready. Good tires on the all the way around, actually, by the look of it. Heavy duty drawbar on it and 3 sets of remotes. Look at the wheel weights they put on the inside. There's 3 sets of them. You need that to hold this down unless you put duals on it. Good rubber. Other UFA batteries. Someone put an electric fuel pump on it, a transfer pump. Or not a transfer pump, but a lift pump for the fuel. These have this has a Russo Master injection system on it and stuff. It's a very nice tractor, actually. It really is. So there you go. Here's another 7040 Allis-Chalmers. This one's got a loader. I had an easy unloader, but of course loader tractor makes for a rougher tractor usually, not always. It's beat a little bit. Nice front tires on it. It's 11/16s on the front, but this one's got looks like smaller rears on it though. Hood's rough. Another 1976 7040, includes manual, new batteries, new cable from starter to batteries, new starter and solenoid, recent oil change, new fuel filter. So this is ready to go too. It's just not as aesthetically pleasing as this 7040, that's all. But it's got a little cancer in the cab here. Rubber is actually better than this one, to tell you the truth. They're both 20.838s. Somebody parked this against the fence, but I just got a drawbar out and remotes for the loader. Now I gotta look at the other side, so there you go. Here's a 1486 cowboy tractor. It's got a loader on it, which looks small for the tractor actually. The grill's been long gone, broke up, the front end's broke up. Yeah, and there's a bit of a ding on the cab, and the muffler, the exhaust is pushed back. It's a cowboy tractor. It's got big boot, well, it's 11/16s like a 1206 has. See what the oil looks like in it. Oil's actually kept up pretty good, so somebody did keep that up good, but it's pretty dirty. He didn't even clean it to take it to the sale. He didn't even wash it first, and there again the hinge is a little rough there, although I must say that the door's not rusted out. Of course these have this style of hubs on them too, and it's got dual hubs so they didn't whack the axles off like a lot of cowboy tractors they do. The doors ain't that wonderful. Well, the door opens okay I guess, but cab kit's not wonderful. Interior's not bad considering. I thought it'd be a lot rougher, but this is all cracked up here and stuff. Shows 8,376 hours on it. It does have triple remotes on it. You got the 3 controls there. Shifting doesn't look bastardized. I don't know what this is all about. I don't think anybody wants them to start it, because I think that's about is don't start it. But it's what it is. Like, it's the hood's actually not that rough, just the front end is. Somebody upgraded the radio probably for FM and cassette tapes. Yeah, somebody made a homemade hydraulic handle out of friction tape. Well, that's actually hockey stick tape. Got 20.838 rears, which are okay. They're serviceable. There's a few cracks on it, but they're serviceable. Farmer built drawbar roller, redneck drawbar roller. Somebody put dual PTOs. I don't think the 14s had dual PTOs. I could be wrong. But a lot of people upgrade to that from the factory. IH didn't always change that. Needs a cabin air filter. That looks pretty, that one's seen better days, alright. This tire's pretty smiley. I wouldn't be concerned about this one. No, they're mat set, but I think this one, this side must have been to the south all the time. This is definitely more checked. Interesting batteries. The original battery boxes aren't used, and somebody built that on the loader frame. But it is what it is. Ooh, there's been Maui on this side. But it's a cowboy tractor. Is it total junk? No, but it is a fixer-upper. Here's an 856. This is an international 856, not the Farmall. Somebody put this cab on it, which is too bad because I like the big fenders on it. But it's got an easy unloader, which is one of the best. But other than this little ding here, the front is pretty decent. Like, they didn't hurt this tractor. You don't have to be rough on tractors either when you got a loader. You just don't. These I'm not gonna lie, these tires are tired. Henson cab. I'm gonna go in. What the heck? Serial number is 7903 SOI, so that make it probably 67. Of course, the seat has seen better days. This has twine and stuff, so it's a cowboy tractor too. This is the cover that goes over the front here that you left it over the front of the seat. It's left off for some reason. Shows 1499.6 has probably been around where this tractor does run good, but the oil pressure's not coming up quick enough to suit me. Oh, there it is. Like, the tachometer works and it looks original to me, so she's definitely a runner. This is I think this is a pretty good tractor, although it needs a piece for here. It needs one of those, but this is a good tractor, there's no doubt about it. The rim has an alley down there, you see. These are awfully excessively long, but it's got wheel weights. The axles are not cut off, and if this ugly cab was off, and you put the proper fenders on, oh, they put wheel weights on the inside too. You could put duals on this. It's got long axles, it's got a drawbar roller. Actually, the whole's actually in good shape, remarkably. But these tires are shot, there's no question. They did have pin-on duals on it, but at least they didn't cut the axles off. Front tires are nice. Overall, this is a good old 856, and these are not a common tractor. It's the International, not the Farmall. And they kept the oil up nice in it and everything. So this is one of the better 856s I think you'd find anymore, because you gotta remember these are 55 years old tractor, or actually it's the 58-year-old tractor now. So there you go. Here's a case tractor David Brown designed. It's got interesting rubber on it. Well, that's 1290. Yeah, 1290. It's got interesting rears on it. They're 16930s, but they're interesting, but they're new. Shows 2102.8 hours. Front end's really nice. Like, it's a nice straight old tractor, there's no question. It's got a 3-point hitch on it. It's got a couple of remotes on it. This is not a bad tractor for by any means. Somebody put vehicle tires for steers on it, which I don't necessarily agree with, but it's holding the tractor up and it's working. Oh, isn't that an interesting pre-cleaner? Look at that. Somebody put an air filter there. Somebody just put a paper air filter in as opposed to the glass, so that's interesting. But this is certainly a well-kept tractor, you can see that. So there you go. Here's a John Deere tractor 40 series. Looks like a 4640. It could be 4440. I'll check, but it's got an allied loader on it. Bale spear. Nice brand new tires, good tires all the way around. Yeah, it's a 4440. Of course, these tractors, they usually have a real good interior, just the way these cabs are. They keep the interior well. Brand new rears, gotta love it. It's got a drawbar on it, of course, and 2 remotes and the 2-speed PTO. Nice old tractor, like these. Of course, the axles haven't been cut off or anything. This should bring some serious coin. Look at that. They just changed the oil on this thing September 2025. This thing's ready to go to work, I think. Nice John Deere for somebody anyways. Here's a W-6. It's missing the grill screen and the light posts and the lights, but other than that it's fairly straight. 42,857, so that makes a 51. Steering tires are just one of these single rib ones, but they're decent and the rears are decent. It's got a joy rider seat and someone put a different top up, but just got this piece that's missing the actual drawbar. Somebody threw the proper valve away, which is really unfortunate. The proper hydraulic valve mounts right there, and the hoses go under this guard, and they took that off. But all the wiring, and like, it's definitely the way a W6 should be, other than the seat and valve. Good rubber on the back. There's some rear legs, there's probably some missing. No, this side's got them all. Other side might not, I never looked for that. Yeah, it's got the relief valve and everything's there for the hydraulics. Like the W6 has had one big advantage over the M that these had, is they did have the live hydraulics and you could get them. The one thing that they did do, and I don't know why they didn't put these on the M when they come out with that for these, I have no idea, but this had a belt pulley gear and they took it off. You see, it's a wooden cover, that's not original. And there's the mate to this, but the rubber's good all the way around and stuff. There's no battery, someone put a 12-volt coil on it, so there's no starting it, unfortunately. And I don't know why you'd take a tractor like this to an auction without putting a battery in. That seems stupid. Get one at a wrecker for a few bucks, but it is what it is. It's not a bad W6. You know, I'm gonna check and see, like, it does have the proper muffler on it for a W6. See if the engine's loose. It may be seized. Yeah, it's free. I think she'll be a runner with a little effort. Good rubber out and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. So there you go. I'm wondering if this Kubota came from the same place as the W6, because these on the front, they weights on the front. Those are W6 wheel weights is what they are. Looks like a brand new battery up front. 245 L245 Kubota. It's a neat little tractor. 3,508 hours on it. It's got turf tires. And it's just two-wheel drive. It's not front-wheel assist. It's got a 3-point hitch. It's a neat little tractor for somebody. Here's a Case 930. The grill is a bit rough. The rest of the tractor looks good. And then again, the grill was put back in place, and I don't think it'd take much to actually make that grill decent and presentable. I'll tell you the truth, it's not beat up that bad. Good steering tires on it. It's nice and straight. Good rears on it. Fender's dinged a bit on both ends, but it is what it is. It should have 2 remotes on it, and it does. Somebody just didn't turn too wide with it. That's an interesting thing they did with the drawbar. They made a triple layer drawbar. This tire is, other than this, which I think is just scuffed from chains or something like that, this tire is really good too. Like, it's got decent rubber and stuff. It's a decent tractor. Like, these are fairly new, these steering tires. I don't like that with the oil. It's very thin, it's very black, and it's just barely over the ad mark. I don't care for that. I don't understand what's the deal with this. Is the wishbone broke? Or I don't think the wishbone's broke, but I don't understand what this block is about here. But it is the way it is regardless, so there you go. Here's a Massey-Ferguson 35 Diesel Deluxe. got good rubber all the way around. It's fairly straight. Front maybe a tad bit rough, but it's not bad. They cut this off probably, had a hydraulic pump on the front originally. It's got a circulating block heater on it. Good tires on the back, really good tires with chains. This thing was run in the winter if it's had chains on it, obviously. Shows 2,300 and change hours. Who knows if that's correct or not? Probably not, but who knows? It's got the 3-point with a top link and then an extra drawbar. Well, there's 2 top links here actually. Somebody put the, I don't know if the lights are, it almost, yeah, the headlights are supposed to, it looks like the headlights are supposed to be on the front, on the fenders. These fenders are dinged at the back a bit. It's got the rear lights, got all the lights on. It's a nice little tractor. Yeah, these look factory to me. And it's got a Dixie alternator on it. Somebody converted it to an alternator where it had a generator, but it's not a bad little tractor for somebody anyways. Here's a case 1190, so it's David Brown tractor with the easy unloader. This looks, well, of course, this is, I think it's metal, but it's certainly not damaged. Everything's nice and well kept. Tires still have tips on the sides. The front tires haven't done a lot of work, and the back tires are decent too. Everything's nice and straight, although the gauges, the gauges are fogged over. The plastic's fogged over from time the sun rots them. It's got a 3-point hitch on it and 2 remotes for the loader. It's a decent enough old tractor for somebody. Here's a Massey-Harris 55. Looks like it's got decent steering tires on it. Somebody converted it to 12 volt. Or these could have been 12 volt out of the box. I'm not sure about that. It's nice and straight. Somebody put a straight pipe on it. Tires, they look like they're 1434s and they're kept up. They're still good. Being that size, that's they became 16.934s in the early 60s. So, and these tires, look how much tread is on them yet, and they still don't look rotten or anything yet. So, tells you how much work this one's done in the last 50, 60 years. They sent the PTO shield with it. It's a nice straight old tractor. This is a little bit rough, but not bad. I say this was probably restored at one time. This is an older restoration. This tire's cracked pretty bad, but there again, it's 1434 like this. You gotta remember, this is a 65-year-old tire now at this point, or well, not 65, but at least 60 years old, a minimum of 60 years old. In fact, I'd say 65 would be more accurate. The belt pulley's there, but the belt pulley needs repapering. That's a nice tractor, and I'd say it's a runner. I don't know if I should start this thing or not. Well, this is unhooked, the battery's unhooked, so I'll leave it alone, but I think it's, I'm pretty sure it's a runner. Auto light. It's a 6-volt generator, so it's not properly converted into 12 volt, but you'd have to put an alternator on probably, but it's still a nice straight old 55 for somebody. Here's a Massey-Ferguson 245. It's got an allied loader with a bucket and teeth for manure. But the loader looks nice, like the tractor, the old tractor and everything's nice. The other end of the grill's a little bit buggered there, and I can see how that could happen. The rest of it's good, so I don't think they're really careless about it, but if you're digging with the bucket, you could get dirt or shit pushing the grill in on this. Tires are good all the way around. It's got chains, so they definitely used it in the winter. 484.9 is what it says. I don't think that's correct, but who knows. Goodyear 12.428, so it may not have done much work, all right. 484 hours, I doubt that, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. It's certainly nice and straight. It's a nice old tractor for somebody, it really is. So there you go. There's a Zetor or Zetor, however you pronounce it, imported by Motocov Canada, Rexdale, Ontario. I don't know where these are built. Are they Soviet tractors or something? Jim Waiting's Old Import Sales Limited, so it was sold in Olds. Nice tires on it and stuff. It's 3-point hitch, the top link's with it. It's got a couple remotes on it. This tire looks like that hasn't done much work. 14.9. Barum, made in Czechoslovakia. I wonder if this thing was original, if this is original rubber on it. And I think these are definitely Eastern Europe tractors, there's no question. Although I don't think they are original tires, because this tire is definitely tired. Oh, you see, that's bent. This link between the cylinder there and the steering is bent. I'm wondering if it's not off tracking. That's why the back tires are like you and the front ones are scrubbed off. I don't know. It's all speculation. I do not know what happened to it. But it's an interesting tractor to say the least. Here's a little grinder, a little roller mill of some kind. Here's a little 4-inch auger with undercarriage. Here's an old Cockshut 246 chisel. Here's a couple nice engines on display. This is an International LB engine. It says the LA engine. So somebody put an IH meg on it, so it's an older engine than what it shows and what the meg says. And it's got, it's running a pump jack here on display, and there's the barrel they dump the water in and stuff. This is even more interesting in a way. This is a John Deere engine. It's running an ice cream maker. Here's a couple porta powers with rams and stuff. Here's an International number 9 mower, a horse-drawn mower. Here's a commercial fridge, a big one, I think. Here's a nice McLeod grinder with an endless belt on it. I think this is a good outfit. And this is a John Deere 3-point hitch cultivator. Here's a whole bunch of rake teeth here. Baler teeth. Yeah, some of these are baler teeth and rake teeth and whatnot. Here's a 10 shank CCIL cultivator. It's got brand new furrowers pretty much on them, the 4-inch furrowers. That's worth a lot to me. Here's a Ford 3-point hitch cultivator, fairly good sized one. Here's a Brilliant turf maker drill. These are this is fairly new Brilliant drill. This will go pretty good money, I think. Here's a snow blower, a 3-point hitch snow blower. Colors make me think it's Ford, but who knows. Here's a hay rake, an antique side delivery rake. This looks like, I'm pretty sure this is case, and it looks like it's actually in good shape. This thing will go work for you, I think. Here's a nice heavy-duty International 470 disc. Look at the big wheels on it. Comes with a couple spare disc blades because those two are broken though. Still a nice disc. Here's a Massey-Ferguson chisel. This one's in good shape too. It's a real nice one. So there you go. Here's a 4-bottom plow. At first I thought, looked with the colors, I thought it could be IH, but it's not, I don't think. The moldboards have seen better days, though, and somebody's converted it to hydraulic lift, but I think it's either Massey or Cockshut, to be honest with you. And for a rock picking good time, here's a rock picker for somebody. Here's an interesting engine. This is a fairly nice AB Wisconsin, so it's an older engine. It's got a grinder attachment on it. It's a gas-powered grinder. An old Kirk's furnace. These are built in Three Hills, which is the community east of here. Somebody converted it to wood, where something these originally had were coal-fired. It's been eaten out pretty bad, but it is what it is. Here's a buzzsaw right here, a freestanding buzzsaw. This is a Fairbanks Morris engine, I think, or I think these are, this is Massey, I think. This is the Massey-Harris engine, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a Massey. It's got a Waco magneto, a Waco oscillating mag and everything on it. It looks like about a Massey 255 or something like that. It's got a redneck bale fork on it, but hey, it works. The Massey loader on it. Of course, the grill's missing out of it, and it's, I guess it's been repainted. Oh, it's a 265. Front tires are bald. Nice new tires on the back. They're not brand new, but they're good ones. 3-point hitch and drawbar and 2 remotes to run the loader, no doubt. On the front tires, it's actually not bad. It is a cowboy tractor though. Shows 0-1-4 hours, so probably been around once or quit working, something like that. So there you go. Here's a bus, twin coach bus. Apparently this is 1947. This is a city bus. Apparently they, yeah, it looks like it's being converted into an RV, or has been. That's interesting. It's apparently a 47, so there you go. Here's an old 7-foot John Deere number 5 sickle mower. Needs a pitman, but certainly usable, I'm sure of that. Here's a John Deere tiller. By the look of it, I'm pretty sure this is John Deere. Looks like a good outfit. Here's the wide front end for a Farmall HRM, the proper one. Here's some pump jacks. Monarch pump jack and a parts one, I think. Here's a newer S14D Wisconsin engine. Here's an old forge and a post drill and the blower for it. Nice lot of stuff for blacksmiths. Here's another forge blower. Here, this is a very interesting thing. Vending machines full of goodies. Interesting. Here's a nicely done wagon. So it'll be a grain wagon, but it's not sealed up for it. It's very nice. Still got wooden smoke wheels. You replace some spokes, but for the most part, it's decent. Something you could pull with your horse. Well, there was some good stuff at that auction, alright. The W-6 is a decent tractor. 856 is a decent tractor. The newer they are, the worse they are for the age, but there's good stuff. But God bless you all. Catch you at the next one. I hope this video has earned a subscription and a like.